Ready, hot!
Last year against Missouri, Landry in the offense really struggled in the fourth quarter. Compare that with the last few fourth quarters where he's played his best ball in Oklahoma State, Nebraska the second half, and then Saturday against Florida State. What do you think that says about him?
Well, as I've been saying, he's continues to. I think it just shows his poise and confidence has really developed, as it should, over the last half a year or so, and that he's really developing. And fair to him, he was a young quarterback a year ago. So he hadn't played much or thrown into the fire, I guess better to say, the year before when he wasn't expected to be. And so he's just really grown in the position and what he has to do.
Your guys, how do they, when he makes a big throw in the fourth quarter, is that something your team can really build off of and
Sure, they've got great confidence right now in Landry and in all the guys, and they should, and with the added experience, I think, of the players that are on the field.
Can you talk about James Franklin, their quarterback? They've had all these great quarterbacks, and now a guy comes in that maybe runs a little bit more.
Yeah,
but he's doing the same things.
Yeah, they're doing the same things with some added run game. But yeah, they would sneak Gabbard in to run the ball. I mean, sneak some plays in and run him. In the first series of the game a year ago, he ran a big run on us. So they've had it, and but James Franklin does both really well. He big, strong guy that can run, but also is really doing a nice job executing their pass offense also. So you look at their statistically, they're about 254 or 5 yards rushing and about the same passing. So they've got a good balance going right now.
They still have a lot two tight ends a lot?
Well, no, whether they're tight ends or not, they're spread out all the time. They're still doing the same things with their. Occasionally they'll have a tight end in a tight end position, but not a lot.
How comfortable are you with your red zone offense?
It's better, but it's only our second game. We've got to make more strides. What's that?
I thought it was better down there.
Well, you're asking me over the year. With Tulsa, it was good.
Down at that game, though.
Well, it needs to get better. We missed some blocks and we missed our assignments a couple of times. I said it earlier. We fouled it up. No, it needs to get better. But do I think it's better than a year ago? Yeah, by a long shot. Are we there yet? It's the second game. No way. So I think it'll get better. And
play calling seemed a lot like Kevin this year to us at the box.
Well, I thought Josh was going to be different.
So did I.
Yeah. So when you run and don't make it, you should have thrown it. If you throw it, everybody would have said, "See," and you incomplete it. There's Josh throwing the ball. He didn't. They've been running it all day. They ran for how many yards? Ran right down the field on the first drive. Now they're throwing it. So I don't go that way. I like what we did.
I don't think they would have said it on the second red zone series after failing on the first.
Well, too bad. So it's I like what he's doing, and I think. And we weren't playing the Little Sisters of the Poor. Their front four probably, like I said, they're as good or comparable to anyone we're going to play. Probably some NFL teams too. So, they're going to get theirs, and fortunately we've got enough of ours.
So how do you feel Josh is settling in as a play caller?
I think he's doing a great job. He and Jay are doing a great job, and the whole offense are doing well, and I like what Josh is play calling and what he's doing.
Sisters have a team or what?
Yeah, I don't know. So
they're not very good.
Well, you see a lot of games this year.
I guess, and the reason I say I believe we'll get better, and I'm confident of that. You haven't seen us run the ball like that against a team like Florida State either, in the middle of the game. So if we can do that during the game, we can do it there too if we get the right people. And again, maybe not every single time, but we're going to be better, I believe.
What specifically do you like about the way that you run the ball? I mean, what's changed?
We're just getting a body on a body better than we ever have. Identifying who we're blocking, and getting to them, blocking them, staying on our feet more, just being so technique-wise and assignment-wise, we're just cleaner than we have been.
There's a lot of games that have been suspended for lightning and weather so far this year. Does that go through your mind what you would want to happen in a situation like what Oklahoma State and Tulsa had to face?
You know, I don't know if there is a decent way to get out of that. In other words, how do you reschedule it, or then you have do you end up only playing 11 games, or and it's just not that easy to reschedule. Let's face it. So I don't know. I think both scenarios were going to be bad. You know, to play as late as they did, I couldn't imagine. But then to come back, when are we going to redo it? You know, that's not when you look at all that goes into a game. So I think it's just that happens. It's just going to be bad. That's just the way it is.
Bob, how much of Bruce Kittle now is involved up front? Did you change the coaching assignments there, or do you have
Yeah, a long
people
time ago. He has tight ends and tackles, and James has
So
centers
there's
and
no
guards.
change on the number of coaches up front?
No. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, instead of James having tackle, guard, center,
Yeah. So
he has centers and guards, and Bruce has tight ends and tackles.
So you're pleased with how that's
I love it.
going?
I'm very pleased with how it's going.
What was your reaction when you heard about Syracuse and Pittsburgh and kind of how fast that went down? Did you wake up Saturday and go, where did that come from?
I wasn't really surprised when you look at everything else that's been going on. So, you know, nothing surprises you anymore, does it, with conference realignment?
Do you look forward to a time when, and it may be as soon as next season perhaps, where it's all blown up and it's all resettled and it looks like, you know, whatever it's going to be for a little while?
Yeah, just because I won't have to talk about it all the time, but I don't know that it'll ever be. You know, things are always, you know, is anything ever really settled? You know, it's.
Well, isn't it really important where you wind up that recruiting? It's all about recruiting in areas. How big a part is that in a decision?
You know, it's a factor, but there's a factor in everything. You know, so everything's always being considered and talked to. And as I said, my administration's been very great at including me and wanting to have my opinion on all the different ways that it affects us.
Is part of your opinion that you'd like to have as many Texas schools aligned with you as possible?
Oh, I wouldn't, you know, I'm not going to talk about what my opinion, like I said earlier, is.
A month ago, you guys had what looked like an embarrassment of riches almost at running back. Inexperienced guys, young guys, but still guys that you, I think, trusted to carry the football for you in a game. Now, after Saturday night, it almost looks like you have two. Is that a problem depth-wise? Has it become an issue?
No, you're missing the other guys. We still got Roy Finch. You still got Brandon Williams.
See, but Roy didn't play Saturday.
Oh, I know.
Freshmen.
Well, they're going to play. So what do you those guys haven't done anything. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, in training camp, we talked over and over with Kale and yourself about having 6 running backs.
Yeah.
And so far through 2 games, there's been 2 guys that have been.
Yeah, it's worked pretty well.
It has.
Yeah.
But
So
you still got 10.
So what we just gotta, you know, we'll play who we feel is going to do the best job for us. That's what we do at every position.
Are the freshmen? Is it just so complex right now? It's still moving real fast for those guys.
There's a lot for everybody in protections, reliability, taking care of the football. You know, there's a lot to evaluate, you know, with running backs and everybody. And so, you know, we're in these games and we practice every day, and guys that do it the best, most consistent, most reliable, can make plays, you know, get the more snaps. That's just how it goes with every position.
Reflective.
He hasn't played as much this year, and we don't get to see practice. Is his ball security and his blocking not quite
I
good?
didn't say that. I'm just
I'm
saying.
just curious why his playing time's gone down from last year to this year when he was doing some things well last year.
Because we feel these guys are doing it better right now. Wouldn't that be the logical answer for every position? The guy that's playing is usually doing it the best. You know, it's the only way I know how to win. And if I don't win, we get fired. So we're going to play.
Everybody
We're going to
thinks
play
he's
the
in
best guy.
Everybody's basically saying they think he might be in the doghouse. Is he in the doghouse?
No,
We're taking a step back. He hadn't taken a step back. Guys
No.
going around him.
other guys are doing some things that we really like right now. But again, Roy's going to play. So
How are you tight ends playing?
really good. Really good.
Would you like to get more involved offensively?
Jeez, yeah, absolutely. But you know,
How'd they block?
they did really well. Yeah. I got to take my notes. I got to get the tight ends more catches. I got to get Roy more snaps. I got to.
Well, are you considering kicking is?
Thought we won last week.
Bob, what about Honeycutt? Is he in the mix?
Yes, very much so. Michael is hitting the ball really, really well. Honeycutt.
Expect to see him?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Michael more kicks and keep getting him more and more comfortable. Definitely.
Does that mean the competition continues, or
Sure.
does it mean somebody's been elevated? What's the depth chart at that position right now?
Jimmy and then Michael, but Michael's. I've been incredibly happy with what he's doing here in the last 2 weeks, so I just need to get him out there more.
What about you walk-on freshman?
He's doing well. Yeah, he's getting better too.
How'd you grade your special teams?
I thought they were all excellent except kickoff return. I thought was poor, and we worked it harder and more yesterday, and we'll put more emphasis on it this week, and hopefully can get a little more production there. The rest of them I thought were really good. The 2 kickoffs we cover at the end of the game, are ones that we stop them at the 20, one we stop them at the 16. So.
What do you tell Ryan about fielding punts inside the 10-yard line?
Yeah, he made a mistake there. And I understand it. It's you get to chasing it, and now you're on top of it. It's easy when you're standing on the 10-yard line, and they're punting it. You know where you're at. He got to chasing it, and I think lost track of how deep he was, and he knew. I don't have to say much to him, and I said, "You got to let it go." I know, Coach. I'm not going to chew him out. He just made a mistake. He should have let it go, and then and then we have a foolish cut block that puts it even further back. So anyway, it's just that was one bad play we had